Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. We've got some more American hype. Good old Fidens. So this is triple Eugene's Axe and a triple India Pale Ale. I think there's a Eugene's Axe, so this is like the amped up version. 10%. This one has Citra and Galaxy. And yeah, it's just Fidens, like not a collaboration with anyone else. I think the last one I had was. Yeah, they're out of Albany, New York. And yes, very good brewery from what I've had so far. I've really enjoyed. So yeah, let's get into it. I've got my posh glassware to go with the good beer. Yeah, I'm on night shift this week, so I had a bit of a decent sleep this morning, so I thought I'll do a beer review once I get up, and then I'm going to have some lunch. Ooh, cheers, Dan. Good to see you, brother. Pours very thick and looks delightful. So yeah, one thing I've found with Fidens beers from what I've had so far, really epic mouthfeel. They've just got it down pat and like it sort of separates them from other breweries. So yeah, this one's like I would say like a pale orange. It actually looks pretty like the colour's fairly accurate to reality is what it is in the camera. Maybe slightly more brighter and orange off camera. But yeah, one finger head, fairly tight knit, yeah, like white. I would say like yeah, full on thick, like opaque haze. Carbonation mild. Got a feeling it's going to be a good one, boys and girls. Let's go a whiff. Cheers, Susie. No worries, mate. I've just got some hype from New York. I'm on night shift this week, and yeah, I've just been asleep, so just woke up and thought I'm going to do a beer review. Sort of the only time I can have a drink when I'm on night shift. But yeah, it's really hot here again, very muggy. It makes it hard to sleep when you're on nights and it's really hot during the day. So I'm getting like a candy citrus, like some sweetness, but also some pith. There's some tropical notes as well. And it's got like a sort of like a big white bready backbone. Maybe a little touch of like biscuit, little touch of caramel, but yeah, it comes across really bready. So tropical fruit, I'm getting passion fruit, maybe a little bit of pineapple, but yeah, it's mainly citrus. This one, I'm getting like grapefruit and orange, and yeah, as I said, like sort of sweet but pithy as well. There may be a touch of pine there. I feel like there's a little bit of sweet peach as well. Remember back in the day, like Citra would always be like if you had like multiple hops in a beer, Citra would always be number one, but you'd rarely sort of see Galaxy with it as well. Galaxy would be a separate number one, and now it's like quite often you'll see them together. I feel like there's like a berry note as well. There's definitely like a fair bit of sweetness there. Cheers, Angie. Yeah, it's going to be very nice, this one. And yeah, luckily I'm drinking it now, being 10%. You wouldn't want to be drinking this a couple of hours before work. It's definitely more of a weekend beer, but a lot of this American stuff. It's like I've got to get through it soon because I don't want it to pass its like its prime. I've got a lot more Aussie stuff now too, so look out for. I haven't done mountain culture beers for ages, so there's going to be some of them coming up and some banks. One of the mountain cultures is a triple West Coast. It was really good back in the day, and they've done a rebrew of it. Anyway, let's go a taste. Cheers, boys and girls. It tastes like a really nice breakfast juice with a heap of pith. Like you're getting that sort of bitter, like grapefruit orange skin rind, like the peel. But yeah, you're also getting like sweetness from like tropical fruit, some peach. Yeah, it's really good. It's sort of a sip and savor beer, this one. Yeah, just the mouthfeel on these is like immaculate. It's like real sort of thick, smooth and creamy. Like this, yeah, this is the epitome of like Alex wanting smooth and creamy. You can just tell by looking at it. And yeah, pretty sick can artwork too. Just got the big dark imagery of an axe. I'm not sure who Eugene is. But yeah, from what I've seen, there's a Eugene's axe and then a triple. Maybe there's a double Eugene's axe as well. But yeah, it seems to be one of the beers that sort of gets rebrewed at Fidens. So yeah, a few of the boys in the beer community live not far from Fidens. One in particular, Kyle from No Hype, he lives in the exact same city. So he's able to get their stuff all the time. The FLX boys aren't too far away. And Joe, I mean, they're still a couple of hours, but they're in the same sort of area, same state. And then Jimmy, as in Jimmy C. Jamie, he used to live in that area as well before he moved back to Finland. Cheers, Anderson. Good to see you, brother. Have you had many Fidens, mate? We've definitely got a lot of hype. God, it looks good. It's been good seeing you and Shane drinking each other's beers. Yeah, they're pretty sought after. They're in that same sort of ilk as like Treehouse and Trillium and Monkish and those guys. And back in the day, it was really hard to get them unless you went to their brewery. Now they started to do a bit of distro. You'll see them in like sort of top notch bottle shops and that. But yeah, I've just been able to get some of this stuff through a mate that does a lot of travel back and forth from US to Australia. He actually went to Troon on the weekend, and like they're probably the most sought after brewery at the moment. Like, yeah, that's sort of the mecca for people at the moment to go there. It's sort of like the new Treehouse. They're based in Jersey, but apparently they're real hard to. It's really hard to get there on a day when they're open. They're only open certain days and certain hours. You need to slow down. Yeah, that's the beauty of like me going live, I guess. Like at least I don't have this huge backlog. But it is annoying because I'll have beers just sitting in the fridge for ages, and it's like I need to get to them. But yeah, when I come home from work this morning, I was going to do a live, and then yeah, I was just like, nah, it's my first night back at night shift. I felt really tired, so I'm like, fuck it, I'll just try and get like a solid 6 hours or so, and then I'll do a beer review when I get up. It's always weird. Like I'm doing a 10% beer on a weekday, and it's like lunchtime. But yeah, when else can you do it if you're on nights? I have no love for my employment or my what should I say? I have no love for my employer at the moment anyway, so I couldn't give a fuck. Yeah, and that's the thing. If you got a heap of stouts or even some lagers and that, it's not an issue. But when they're hop forward, that's when it's hard. You sort of need to get through them. Yeah, I can see some coming up. I tell you, to be honest, I've already started looking at elsewhere, and I'm just disgusted with what's happened. So, and yeah, even though people are sticking up for me and solidarity and that, they're just not listening. So yeah, fuck them. I just wish I could pack up and like leave easily and just fuck off to another city. But yeah, just when you got two big dogs and a fucking housing crisis in the country at the moment, it's just so hard. I wish I had a van and could just fuck off in the van with the dogs and just live in the van for like 6 months. I don't know. I feel like I'm real bogged down at the moment, so I don't know what to do. And because it's like a shitty little town, it's like hard to just go and get another position somewhere else, especially one that's going to pay the same amount. And so that's the thing. It's sort of like a nice, comfortable, reliable job. But when you start getting fucked over and it's not your fault, it's like, yeah. But yeah, anyway, moving on. This beer's good. So the more it warms, yeah, the more pith I'm getting. Grapefruit is big. Passion fruit's fairly big. It's like they've got a good crop of Galaxy in this one, like an old school early 2000s Galaxy crop. I used to get a lot of melon in Galaxy as well, but not so much these days. It's shit when you get hops and they're real earthy, especially in a hazy. It's like the last thing you want to taste is like dirty soil. Me and Josh from last beer, we had the same fast fashion beer from like fast fashion's the name of the brewery, and they're from like Seattle or somewhere like that, and we both had the same beer, and yeah, like we did a review together. Like he's obviously in the States, me in Australia, and it was so cool to have the same beer and do a review, but all we could taste was like soil. Like it was like drinking wet dirt. You may as well have had some kava from Fiji, the old tree root drink that gets you fucked up. I tell you what, this drinks so much less in ABV than what it is. It's 10%, but it drinks like it's about a 7. So it's definitely a danger ale. I mean, I've probably drank, what would I say? It's probably only half the can so far and I already feel a bit of a buzz. I mean, it's expected at 10%, but especially two on an empty stomach. Yeah. And that's what I find, like, sometimes hops like Idaho 7. I mean, my mate Adam from Mersey Beers absolutely loves Idaho 7 because of the pineapple flavour. And yes, I do get that sweet pineapple. Sometimes it's really good. And like pineapple, you can't go wrong. But I also get just this real dirty, earthy, and like a tea bag, like black tea sort of quality. And it's like I just can't get into that hop because of always getting that characteristic. And it must be just like some people don't get certain notes. Like I've got a lot of mates when they drink stouts, they can't taste the vanilla. And it's like when I have vanilla in stouts, it's like one of the first things I taste. It's just yeah, sort of weird how everyone's different. I see you got one the other day, you dirty dog. I I haven't watched it yet. I just seen it come up on Insta. I've been on night shift and I was gonna actually start getting into you today at some stage. No, that's cool, dude. I was gonna send you a message and say you got him before me, you prick. Nah, it's good that yeah, you finally got him. And what did you say? Like it was great, but not spectacular sort of thing. They're always gonna when they're so hyped like that, you're gonna drink them and go, "Oh yeah, it's good," but it's not like mind blowing, especially when it's an IPA. Yeah, been doing quite a bit of good stuff, dude. I've got I've still got another really good North Park in the fridge, a tree house. I've still got a fair few brew hosts. I've been really enjoying them. They're fucking unreal. Me and Beer Man, he's finally got some brew hosts. He's from the same state, so I've been like at him, just kept pushing, going, get some. We'll do a review. We haven't got the same beers, but yeah, we're just going to do like a stream together where we do like two brew host beers each. Because I just think you haven't really seen much of that on YouTube. People drinking brew hosts together. I think he's got West Coast. I've got one West Coast, but it's like a big triple. So that's going to be interesting. What else do I have? Yeah, I've got some more of the Bottle Logic stouts. But yeah, I need more monkish, Joe. I really, really enjoy monkish. Yeah, yeah. It's a different story when it's a stout. Like when you get, I don't know, like side project quality imperial stouts. It's like next level. You can just tell the difference in that quality, like absolutely elite, as opposed to like having I don't know, like a good stout by Trillium or something. But yeah, when it comes to hazies, I mean, so many people do good ones. So it's how do you separate like absolutely banging hazy from like a really, really good one? Cheers, Fisherman's Lodge. 4.7, yeah, could be around that mark. It's definitely elite level. Yep, I'll get back to you, dude. I'll have to. I remember sending you the message yonks ago about what one I had, and yeah, you were going to try and get similar. So yeah, we'll have to get onto that. I haven't seen you for ages, man. I miss you. It was cool when we did that video together on yours, where you just went over like what we drank for the month or whatever. That was cool. But yeah, hope you're well, dude. What do you think of the Super Bowl? It's good to see those Chiefs get beaten. I'm still annoyed about the Vikings shitting the bed though. They were doing so well, and then when it counted, quarterback's like, "I'm scared. I don't want to be here." Let's pour a little more, shall we? I definitely have to take a photo of this bad boy. Yeah. Yeah, it's like life gets in the way. You can always tell when people are busy, like you just don't see them as much with when it comes to like just being on streams and shit. But yeah, one of those things. Yeah, I was at work, dude, so I only just chimed in to say good day pretty much. So I would have missed it. I think I was just after I typed saying I won't be here for long as I'm at work. One of my workmates come up and wanted a bit of a D&M. So, yeah, I think I was probably only there for about 30 seconds. It's like at work, I'm still like, I don't know, I've always been that shoulder to cry on, that person that I feel like I give advice to people when they're battling and struggling and stuff, but it's like I'm in way more of a shit situation than a lot of people at work at the moment. And it's like, where's my help when I need it, sort of thing. The pretentious wall of bottles. Fuck yeah. Yeah, well actually when I typed into Untapped, I wasn't looking at the beer for like ratings or something. I just typed in because I couldn't remember if it was known as Fidens Brewing, Fidens Beer Co, Fidens Brewing Co, or you know how you just want to sort of know what the actual name of the company is. So I typed that in, and then I thought I'll type in Eugene to see what comes up, and I've seen like a normal Eugene's axe and a triple, and then when I seen the triple, then I seen you'd had it, and you only had it just recently. I was like, that's pretty cool. Sometimes if I know that's the case, I'll watch the review first. But yeah, it would have been the sort of thing if we had a known, like I don't know, a couple of weeks ago, it would have been unreal to do it together. Yeah. What were they, Stewie? You might have to send me a photo. Or was it like when you went into like, were they in the store or something? All I seen was when I said hello to you and you were walking somewhere and it sort of kept cutting out. And then I reckon I seen you walk into a shop or a store. And then, yeah, that's when I was talking to this girl at work. Yeah, cool. I'll go back and watch it. Did you get a lot of grapefruit in this, Joe? I'm amazed as to yeah, how much sort of like pithy grapefruit it is. I'm getting sort of yeah, just like that slight touch of like sweet peach and like passion fruit. And yeah, like maybe some like orange, like sort of sweet orange, like a candy orange, but yeah, just huge like pithy grapefruit. One thing, yeah, I really enjoy with Monkish, I love how they got that sort of dryness in the finish, and quite often, I don't know why, but a lot of their beers, regardless of what hops they are, they seem to have that like piney touch to them, even though they're hazies. So it's sort of like it's like the ideal hazy for someone like me that loves Westies. Oh, cool, brother. Yeah, we'll have to do some sort of show together again, dude. I remember you saying you wanted to have me on as like a guest or something. Yeah, just yell out. But yeah, I should probably wrap this up. It's been going for quite a while. It's always good having a bit of a yarn, but it is a review at the end of the day, so you don't sort of want it to drag on too much. So yeah, as I said, Fidens are out of Albany in New York. They've been going for a few years now. They definitely come out with a bang and had that hype pretty early, and they've still got it. The only thing is though, is you don't really hear a lot of hype with other styles from them. A lot of people I know on here have said they've tried other styles from Fidens and they're just not as good. So yeah, that would be good to see them like flourish in other areas. But yeah, they've apparently got a decent tap room now, maybe like a tap room restaurant or something. You can actually go and drink their beers instead of just takeaways from their shed. So yeah, this was called Triple Eugene's Axe. And it's a triple India Pale Ale, a tipper, if you may. And yeah, 10% hops with Citra and Galaxy. Score, I'm going to say, let me have one more sip. The mouthfeel is delightful. I'm going to say a 4.6 out of 5. Could be nearly 4.7. It's around that mark anyway. It's really, really good beer. I mean, if I had had this beer maybe 2, 3 years ago, I probably would have scored it like 4.7, 4.8. But there's just so many good hazies out there now. So it's really hard to differentiate if that is the I know the word I'm looking for, but I didn't say it properly. Yeah, somewhere around that mark anyway. No. I know the brewery you're talking about though, because I've seen a few of the UK boys drinking their stuff. Yeah, well, it could have been about that 4.65. That would make sense. I'll say that for you, Stewie. This is a 4.65 out of 5. So yeah, thanks everyone for chiming in. What would I be doing next? Not sure. It'll be another beer tomorrow, maybe at an earlier time. I might even do a live hangout tomorrow morning if I come home from work and I'm not tired. See what happens. Because, yeah, I always enjoy doing the hangouts, having a couple of beers and a bit of a chat with people. So, yeah, if I do that, I'll probably do a review first and then, yeah, hang out. But, yeah, if Drew's still going on his at the moment, I might even jump over there just for a beer or two. Obviously, can't have too many because, yeah, it's weekday. So, yeah, thanks, guys, and see you again shortly. Cheers.